Let's make an apple galette.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take 2 large Gala apples, make sure that they have been cored so that there's no seeds in them. We're gonna go ahead and use a mandolin or a knife to slice them thin, about 1/4 thick, being careful not to cut ourselves. And I did say mandolin, but I don't mean the instrument, cause well, that would be a little hard to cut. But we're going to go ahead and gather up those apples and place them into a large pot. We're going to go ahead and mess with our apples so that they do look pretty falling into the pot. Then we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar, sprinkle that in there. We're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of water. We're just going to go ahead and pour that full thing in there. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, which is a lot of cinnamon, but there'll be a reason why. And then we're going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of salt just to balance out that sweetness. Now we're going to go ahead and place it on a stove over medium-high heat. Then it will give a good mix so that everything is homogenized and covered in that cinnamon, salt, sugar mix. We also do this just to make sure that they do cook evenly. And look, it is coming to be like a syrup consistency, and they are cooking evenly. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the heat. This can take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the strength of your stove. Now we're going to go ahead and take a half a sheet pan. We're going to go ahead and spray it with some cooking oil. Then we're going to go ahead and struggle opening some frozen phyllo dough. The reason that we are using the phyllo dough that is frozen is because it's a lot easier to use. Now we're going to go ahead and place it flour down. Flour down. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and take the second sheet of phyllo dough, and we're going to go ahead and place that over top of half of the first sheet so that they kind of become one. Now we're going to go ahead and take 2 beaten eggs, and using a brush or your hands, we're going to go ahead and brush 1/2 of the bottom of the phyllo dough so that the top sticks to it well. Now we're going to go ahead and fold it over, give it a good pat down, make sure that there are no drugs hidden in between the layers. Now we're going to go ahead and take our cooked down apples, and we're going to go ahead and use a fork just to kind of minimize a little bit of the syrup coming over. And we're going to go ahead and put it in the middle. We're going to put it in the middle so that there are at least 3 inches of space on each side so that we're able to fold over the phyllo dough and create kind of like a pizza crust. Now we're going to go ahead and pat that down, make it look all pretty. All right, we're going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is take our brush again and brush around the outside of it so that when we do fold it over, everything does stick and does not pop up and ruin everything. So we're going to go ahead and fold over the bottoms and the top. Then we're going to go ahead and fold over the sides, creating kind of like a little bit of a bowl so that we can keep all those apples in. Don't be afraid to cover up those apples with the phyllo dough because it just makes it look prettier. Now we're going to go ahead and take our egg mixture again and go around on the outside so that when we put it in the oven, the eggs create a nice good golden brown color on the outside of it, and it looks pretty when you serve it to your guests. Now we're going to go ahead and stick it into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees or until the dough has risen and is golden brown.
And there is your apple galette. So what we went ahead and did is we cut it up into portion-sized servings, however many you want to do. You can get 4 to 8 out of it. We also have our salted caramel drizzle here. You can find that recipe on my TikTok. But if you like our apple galette, make sure you share it with your friends, subscribe below, and check out the salted caramel recipe over on TikTok. Link is in the description. But for now, have a great day.